Yo! What's up everyone? It's Armin and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's becoming increasingly crucial: sustainability. We're counting down the top 10 sustainable technology companies leading the charge in the green revolution. Now, more than ever, as climate change becomes a pressing concern, the tech world has a massive role to play. Think about it, these companies are responsible for a significant chunk of global emissions. But here's the good news: many tech giants are stepping up, focusing on renewable energy, reducing their carbon footprint, and basically trying to make things right. So let's get into it and explore how these companies are innovating for a more sustainable future. Kicking things off at number 10, we've got Intel, a company that's been on the sustainability train for a while now. Over 2 decades of actively trying to lessen their environmental impact. Intel's set a goal for net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2040. They've also been killing it in water conservation, and they've hit almost 100% renewable electricity usage. Intel's focus on sustainability sets a standard for others. It's good for the planet and business: lower costs, better brand image, and a sustainable future. Intel's commitment to sustainability is worth acknowledging. They're proving tech giants can protect our planet. Coming in at number 9 is Samsung Electronics, and let me tell you, they're not just about making awesome phones and TVs. These guys are going all in on sustainability. I'm talking 100% renewable energy usage in major markets like the US, China, and Europe. Samsung's got their sights set on achieving global net zero emissions by 2050. Their sustainability efforts generated almost $89 billion in value just last year. They're using recycled materials, designing energy-efficient devices, and even optimizing their supply chain to reduce their environmental impact. They've got programs for recycling old devices and recovering valuable materials so they don't end up in landfills. It's refreshing to see a company like Samsung, with its massive global reach, using its influence to push for a more sustainable future. It shows that they're not just focused on profits, but also on making a positive impact on the world. At number 8, we've got Dell Technologies, a company that's been making waves with its commitment to circularity. Circularity is all about keeping materials in use for as long as possible, reducing waste and minimizing environmental impact. Dell's taking this to heart by incorporating recycled materials into its products. They're literally giving these materials a second life, which is pretty awesome. Dell's also aiming for net zero emissions by 2050. They're ditching traditional plastic and styrofoam in favor of materials like bamboo and mushroom-based packaging. Dell offers recovery services to help you responsibly recycle your old devices. Their circular approach is a model for other companies looking to minimize their environmental footprint and build a more sustainable future. Coming in at number 7 is Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Meta's goal is to achieve net zero value chain emissions by 2030, which is a pretty ambitious target. They're constantly working to optimize their data centers, using less energy while still delivering the performance we've come to expect. They're also investing heavily in renewable energy to power those data centers, with a goal of using 100% renewable energy by the end of this year. Meta is also looking at the bigger picture, working with suppliers to reduce emissions throughout their supply chain and investing in carbon removal technologies to offset their impact. Meta's track record on sustainability isn't perfect, but they're making a conscious effort to address their impact and become a more responsible corporate citizen in the digital age. And that's a step in the right direction. At number 6, we've got Apple. Known for its sleek design and attention to detail, Apple's committed to becoming carbon neutral by 2030. Their global operations already run on 100% renewable energy. They're working with suppliers to transition to renewable energy. Apple uses energy-efficient transportation and explores alternative fuels. They're focused on using more recycled and sustainable materials. Their recycled aluminum is used in products like the MacBook Air and Mac Mini. Apple's eliminating plastic from packaging, using recycled paper and fiber-based alternatives. Coming in at the halfway point at number 5 is Microsoft, and they're not messing around when it comes to sustainability. Microsoft's goal is to become carbon negative by 2030. They're investing heavily in renewable energy, signing some of the largest corporate renewable energy deals in the world. Microsoft's sustainability efforts go beyond just carbon. They're also committed to becoming water positive by 2030, meaning they'll replenish more water than they use. Microsoft is using its massive platform to empower others to take action on climate change. They've launched a $1 billion climate innovation fund to invest in technologies that will reduce, capture and remove carbon from the atmosphere. Microsoft is setting a high bar for other tech companies to follow. Their comprehensive approach to sustainability shows that they're serious about making a positive impact on the world. At number 4, we've got Amazon, the e-commerce giant that's become a household name. Amazon achieved their goal of powering their global operations with 100% renewable energy 7 years ahead of schedule. They're committed to net zero carbon emissions by 2040, investing in renewable energy, improving energy efficiency, and developing sustainable transportation solutions. They're reducing waste and using eco-friendly packaging. Coming in at number 3 is IBM, a company that's been a pioneer in computing for decades. IBM's been reducing its environmental impact for over 30 years, and they've set some ambitious goals for the future. IBM's key focus areas include renewable energy, water conservation, and waste reduction. They're committed to procuring 90% of their electricity from renewable sources by 2030. IBM is also using its technological expertise to develop innovative solutions to environmental challenges. They're using artificial intelligence to optimize energy grids, monitor deforestation, and track air pollution. They're developing blockchain-based platforms to track supply chains and promote transparency and sustainability. IBM is a great example of a company that's using its technological prowess to create a more sustainable future. They're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk and making a real difference. At number 2, we've got NVIDIA, the company that's become synonymous with high-performance computing and graphics processing. NVIDIA's set a goal to power its global operations with 100% renewable electricity by 2025. NVIDIA is reducing its environmental impact by designing energy-efficient products. Their latest generation of GPUs are significantly more energy efficient than previous generations. NVIDIA's sustainability efforts go beyond just energy efficiency. They're also focused on reducing their environmental impact throughout their supply chain. NVIDIA's using its technological expertise to address some of the world's most pressing environmental challenges. They're developing AI-powered solutions to monitor deforestation, track air pollution, and optimize energy grids. NVIDIA is a prime example of a company that's not just talking about sustainability, they're baking it into their DNA. And finally, at the top spot, we have Siemens, a global technology powerhouse that's been leading the charge in sustainability for years. Siemens aims to become carbon neutral by 2030. They're developing smart grids that integrate renewable energy sources, building energy-efficient transportation systems, and creating sustainable solutions for buildings and cities. Siemens' commitment to sustainability goes beyond just technology. They've already cut their CO2 emissions in half and are on track to achieve their goal of carbon neutrality by 2030. Siemens is also committed to water conservation, waste reduction, and promoting human rights throughout their supply chain. Siemens has made sustainability an integral part of their business strategy. They're using their technological expertise and global reach to make a real difference in the world. So, there you have it. Our top 10 sustainable technology companies leading the green revolution. These companies are proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand. They're developing innovative technologies, implementing sustainable practices, and using their influence to create a more sustainable future for all of us. It's really inspiring to see these tech giants stepping up and taking responsibility for their environmental impact. They're setting an example for other companies and showing the world that it's possible to be both profitable and sustainable. Which company on this list do you think is making the biggest impact? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.